Hey guys, I'm Alistair from Trail and Kale, and this is my Saucony Hurricane 24 review. A bit about me then. I'm just a regular guy, a non-elite athlete who absolutely loves running. Reviewing the latest running shoes and gear. My 5k PR is 19 minutes and 50 seconds, which I'm always trying to beat. I've run countless ultra marathons around the world, and my favourite distance is the cheeky half marathon. Road or trail, I love running on them both. I'm not afraid to let you know when a running shoe is crap, but also you're definitely going to know when one blows me away. Either way, our independent running shoe reviews are always 100% honest, reliable, and hopefully you'll come away from this video having learned something new. Let's start by describing who this running shoe is for then. What it's designed to do best. Well, it's very much a max cushioned daily trainer, but it's also a very stable shoe. So anyone who needs a stability shoe because you have pronation issues, for example, and you need to be able to stabilize your gait and reduce that lateral roll on your run, then the Saucony Hurricane 24 is for you. But you don't have to have pronation issues to enjoy a stability shoe. If you do need a daily trainer to get in lots and lots of miles every week, you just need to bag that base mileage, then a stability shoe can be really good for you as well, because it will help promote better form for you in the long run. And for those very reasons, this shoe also makes for a good everyday shoe as well. So if you need a nice stable cushioned shoe for your general everyday wear, if you're going to work, if you're walking the dog, standing around all day, anything like that, then this cushioned stability shoe is going to be good for you as well. But today in this review, I'm going to be talking about the Hurricane 24 with respect to running. Let's go over the key specifications of a Hurricane 24 then. Firstly, they cost $160. I will let you know at the end of this review if I believe they're worth that price tag. How do they fit and feel? Well, right out of the box, they feel absolutely amazing. They are true to size in length, and they have a medium fit. But don't worry, if you do have wide feet, there is also a wide version available too. The upper is using an engineered mesh, and it's super comfortable. Everything about it is plush, comforting, and form-fitting. The lacing system allows you to get a really nice, secure fit, and I love how traditional it is. There's nothing that fancy going on, it just works. And that's really what I like, and that's what I look out for in a good lacing system. The collar and also the heel counter and even the tongue is all very padded and cushioned as well. There's also a heel loop at the rear. All that does is make it nice and easy to slip on. And they also have reflective highlights. So that's really good if you do need to run at night or in low light conditions, then you are more likely to be seen if there are cars near you. The midsole is really the star of the show with the Hurricane 24. It's using a dual layer system of PWRRUN foam. The top layer being PWRRUN PB foam, which is really cushioned and has great energy return. And I love the way it kind of cradles up around your foot. That gives you extra support and stability within the shoe. And then you've got the PWRRUN foam underneath, which gives you a nice frame around the shoe to give you that really solid stability when you're running. And that's the thing that really helps reduce that lateral roll. But it's the PWRRUN PB foam that wraps around your foot, right under your foot, which gives you the comfort and support within the shoe. There's also center path technology, which is a combination of all those things, which helps basically keep your gait working as it should, reducing that lateral roll and keeping your foot stable on the run mile after mile. Another great thing about stability and the midsole is just how wide it is. This thing is crazy wide. It might not come out on camera, but really it's probably one of the widest platform running shoes I've reviewed on the channel. And what that does is give you extra stability. Once again, helps reduce that lateral roll. The outsole has got a good sticky rubber compound for the most part, but there are areas where it's using an extension of the midsole foam. I'll go into why that's not a great thing in just a moment. What kind of support has this shoe got? Well, like I said before, this is very much a stability shoe, so it's got super high support. And it has a medium drop from heel to toe of 6mm, and finally it weighs 11.3 ounces for a size US men's 9. That's my pair. That is a little bit on the heavier side, but considering all the cushioning, protection and stability features in this shoe, it really doesn't actually feel that heavy when you're running with it. If you're enjoying this review, please give it a like and share it with a friend if you think they'll enjoy it too. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Well, congratulations, you've made it to my performance review. Starting with the things I really love about the Hurricane 24. Firstly is this cushioned midsole. It's something that you've really got to try to really fully experience or believe how it performs, because when I first got this shoe out of the box, the first thing I saw was a rather bulky shoe that I didn't think was actually going to perform all that well. And I absolutely love it when I then go out on a run and my expectations are completely blown out the water, or at least changed for the better. And the Hurricane 24 does perform a lot better than I was expecting. And a lot of that is coming from how stable it is for how cushioned it is. Because a lot of the time you get a very plush cushioned running shoe, but because of that plushness and high stack height, you'll then get wobble and you don't have a very stable shoe. Heavier runners out there will experience this much more than lighter runners, because more weight on something that's highly cushioned and plush, as you would expect, you will get more wobble. So to have a shoe that has all this cushioning but also stability shoes makes it a shoe that really works for a whole range of runners, from lightweight runners to runners that are heavier as well. And it is just super comfortable on the run and also supportive. And that is my standout feature for the Hurricane 24. I really love this midsole. Now, going back to the range of runners that the Hurricane 24 is good for, I actually did a few tests on the run to see how they would perform for runners who run on their forefoot, but also their midfoot, and also runners who tend to heel strike. I personally run on my forefoot, sometimes on my midfoot when I'm getting tired on a long run. Shoe performed really well in this situation, but also it performed very well whilst I was heel striking as well. I really wanted to test that just to see how stable it was for different types of runners. And actually it performed very much equally throughout those tests. So if you're a heel striker, forefoot runner, you need a highly cushioned shoe that's also stable, then a Hurricane 24 performed really well there. And I've really noticed the stable platform, and I think this is partly what's making it good for heel strikers, but also forefoot runners, is the fact that it's very wide at the heel, but also at the forefoot. So you really do get those stability benefits throughout the whole length of the shoe. And then finally, I really like the rubber compound on the outsole. Traction was very good running around corners, but there are sections of the outsole that isn't using this rubber compound. As you can see, there's this section here which is actually an extension of the midsole foam, PWRRUN foam. Now, because it is a midsole foam, this section will not be as durable as the rubber compound. And of course you won't get as good traction in this area as well. But that's why Saucony has put it in an area where there is a lot less likely that there's going to be more ground contact. And the only other thing that I feel could be improved with the Saucony Hurricane 24 would be the breathability. Now, it's not hugely breathable, this upper, although there is some breathability in there. For super hot runs in super hot conditions, you do feel your feet heating up inside the shoe. But on the plus side, that does make them good for kind of all year round running, shoulder seasons and even winter running. This upper should keep your feet nice and warm in those kind of conditions. So pros and cons to that, but anyone who does live in a really hot climate, you might feel your feet get a little bit too hot. Some great alternatives to the Hurricane 24 right now then include the Hoka Huarache 7, the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 23, and also the New Balance 860 version 14. I'll put links to all those running shoes in the descriptions, all my reviews that I've done of those ones. But also, I'll put a link up here now, my roundup of the best stability running shoes right now. I do regularly update that post as and when I review a stability running shoe and it's good enough to make it onto that list. So definitely do check out that roundup if you are looking for a stability running shoe. And finally, are they worth that $160 price tag? 100% yes, they are. These shoes are incredibly cushioned and extremely stable. Two things that don't always come hand in hand. But if you are one of those people who has pronation issues, or you just really enjoy running in a stable, cushioned running shoe, then there's not a lot out there that's better than the Saucony Hurricane 24 right now. Honestly, I can say this shoe is so good for daily runs. It's so much fun to run in. It's not a hugely fast shoe, it's not supposed to be. But if you do need to bag that daily mileage on nice, easy jogs in a really cushioned, stable shoe, then a Hurricane 24 is for you. Well, that's it from me and the Saucony Hurricane 24 review. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like and subscribe to this channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.